We're here with Saints linebacker Andrew Dowell, and Andrew, you've been one of the top stories of training camp so far. Just what do you think of your performance? We've seen some balls stripped, we've seen you with some punch-outs, we've seen you all over the place.
Yes, sir. Yeah, just been having a good camp, and that starts on the entire defense. Trying to what DA's been preaching to us in meeting rooms, try to bring it to the field and get the ball off the offensive guys.
When you're a guy in your position, obviously you need to do some things to make yourself known. Do you feel like you're doing those things so far?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's all about showing up on tape. Making them have conversations about you in the meeting rooms upstairs. And that's something I pride myself on, just being a sideline to sideline linebacker, running all over the place, making plays.
Now everybody's got a story in the NFL, so give us your NFL story. How you got to the NFL, how you got here to the Saints.
My NFL story. Played at Michigan State with my twin brother. That my younger brother, he's still at Michigan State, so to be the one that's right now currently in the NFL, it's a blessing. My parents love coming to the games and all that, and the biggest thing, I'm with a great organization with the Saints.
How did the Saints contact you? How did you get in contact with the Saints?
So I worked out here in 2019, been a practice squad guy, just kind of being a fly on the wall, listening to Mario talk, listening to him talk about techniques, and then trying to bring that into the field, trying to add that to my game. So just being around the guys in the locker room is what's made me and built me up to be the player that I am right now.
You seem to be pretty instinctual out there. How comfortable do you feel defensively?
Yeah, I feel real comfortable. I love playing the game of football. Something that I've been a football player to my core since I can remember. So I love playing with instincts, love getting my hands on the ball, and that's something I've been able to do throughout camp so far. I want to continue to doing that. Now,
we always know that young guys probably have to make an impact on special teams also. Is that something that you feel comfortable with?
Yeah, yes, sir. That's another thing I pride myself on. Knowing the special teams calls. Having a guy like Craig Robinson as my role model the first few years I've been here. So just following him around the building, watching what he's doing, and hopefully can replicate that on Sundays as well.
And now give us your strengths as a linebacker in the NFL. What do you feel like you do well?
Yeah, a cover linebacker, sideline to sideline linebacker. One of my biggest attributes is my speed as a linebacker, so I try to utilize that on every play, whether it's in the run or the pass, and then just kind of being around the ball, being a ball hawk and showing up around the ball all the time.
Going back to getting the ball out, is that something that's instinctual also? Is that just kind of hustle, or is it a combination of both?
I say, yeah, it's all above, skill, hustle, and then just kind of technique as well. It's something that I try to work on in the off season, knowing where the ball's at, knowing opportunities when you can punch out the ball, knowing when the offense is going to be loose with the ball, and taking advantage of that.
When we asked Coach Sean Payton about you, I think one of the words he used was impressive. When you hear the head coach say things like that, what does that mean for you?
Yeah, that means a lot to me, especially in the position that I'm in, but it's just about me being consistent, showing up every day and getting after it as well. But yeah, that means the world.
Are you in one of those situations where you kind of feel like you need to be first guy in, last guy out? I mean, how's the film study for you?
Yeah, definitely I'm definitely on top of my film stuff. Me and Jameis are usually the first two at the building, and there's some days when this is early in camp. We'd be the first two at the buildings, but he got there before me, and he's telling me I'm late. He's like, you're late today, and it's 6:45 in the morning. So just having that around the locker room and trying to pride myself on being a guy that's always going to do what he's supposed to do.
All right, folks, so that's Andrew Dowell. Look forward to seeing much more of him this coming season. We're the Saints Training Camp Show here on CST. I'm John DeShazier, and we'll be right back.
Sir, thanks for having me.